Want to talk to y'all, man, while I do this quick shoulder workout. We know YouTube don't send out my notifications for whatever reason, but I'm about to do this quick shoulder workout real quick, and I want to chop it up with y'all because I'm hearing a lot of nonsense in the sport of boxing, um, and simple and plain. It's all because the lack of, you know, when people lose control in anything, right? Or you have the norm, tested or changed, or any of that magnitude, right? Um, People fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer. Does that make sense to y'all? You understand? People fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer. And so you're getting plenty of people that are suddenly claiming that this situation with Turkey Alalshikh is getting very, very sad at this point in time. Okay. The truth has to be told, and I'm not here to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Not here. Truth has to be told, not be sold. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not liking what's happening right now. Salute to each and every one of y'all, my people. Salute to my brother Ohio Run Boxing and Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, bro. We gotta tell the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait till some more people get up in here, and we're gonna chop it up, man. Because this is just outright disgusting. It's ridiculous, man. Um, it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. What's happening with this situation with Turkey Alalshikh? Hey, K Crowder, my brother, what's up? This situation with Turkey Alalshikh, the amount of people that don't like Turkey Alalshikh and they can't tell you why is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. It's beyond ridiculous at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's actually disgusting. And people are just not telling the truth, man. It's a bunch of lies just being told. And it's disappointing. It's actually very disappointing. Um, on so many levels, to say the least, man. It's disappointing on so many levels, to say the least. Hold on, people. It's disappointing, man. I don't understand the disdain for Turkey Alalshikh. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the disdain that Turkey Alalshikh warrants for just making, everybody wants to be patriots. Everybody wants to be patriotic in the sport of boxing now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to tell you how bad it is that Saudi Arabia has entered the sport of boxing, and Saudi Arabia is putting on fights, and everybody wanted to be patriotic. You don't need Saudi Arabia. We could do it right here. Where's all this uh, uh, um, patriotic support for black people? Callie World, peace and blessings, Queen. When black people are being harmed every day, when black people have still to this day yet to receive any just due for what took place to us for 500 years. You understand what I'm saying? That trips me out. Eastside Easy said you on the ice cream. Easy blends. No, this amino acids, brother. Rick Timms III, what's up, family? I don't care. Turkey make the fight. Right. No, I'm not a Golden State fan. Just match my hoodie. I got a trillion hats, bro. J Petty City, what's up, family? I'm not a Golden State fan at all. Main Biker, what's up? So it just trips me out, man, that all of a sudden everybody wants to be patriots and everybody wants to be, you know, banging the drum now that, you know, the we Turkey Alalshikh is bad for boxing. Turkey Alalshikh is not it's not. I heard my brother Sean Zytel. I love Sean Zytel, right? That's my guy. But Sean Zytel knows he's being disingenuous. Okay? Sean Zytel made a statement that Turkey Alalshikh is overpaying. He overpaid Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol on the show he did with Radio Raheem. He said that Turkey Alalshikh overpaid Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, and it just wasn't fair that they received so much money and so much compensation for their fight when they haven't earned it. Sounds ridiculous. It just everybody that just has something against Turkey Alalshikh, they're making themselves sound ridiculous. That's what they're doing. They're making themselves sound absolutely ridiculous. He said that they didn't earn it. Bro, at the same time saying that that WWE type fights in boxing is no good. We need legacy fights. Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol, the two best light heavyweights in the world for the past, I don't know, 6-7 years. They've been the two best light heavyweights in the world. Bivol and Beterbiev. Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol have been the two best light heavyweights in the world for the last 6 to 7 years. Easy. Okay? For the last 6 to 7 years, Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol have been the best two light heavyweights in the world. So, to say that they ain't deserve the money that Turkey paid them, he said that they have to be in a position where they have to eat what they kill like everybody else in the regular world. That sounds ridiculous. That just sounded ridiculous when he said that. It's disappointing to hear from somebody like Sean Zytel, who's very knowledgeable of the sport of boxing, to say such a thing. How could you say that? That these two dudes needs to earn it. Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol need to earn it? What is he talking about? They didn't earn the money that Turkey gave them? Because of what? They shouldn't have been able to go to Saudi Arabia and earn the money that they made because they didn't earn it in the sport? What the? No, how about the sport don't support the fighters like they supposed to? How about the fans don't support the fighters like they supposed to? How about the managers and the promoters don't support the fighters like they supposed to? How about that is the case? How about the point is that the fans and the fighters don't support like they supposed to. So for Sean Zeitel, and I like Sean, that he knows that's my guy, to say what he said, it just sounds ridiculous. It sounded ridiculous to me. He said Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol didn't deserve the money that they got. They didn't earn it. Sound ridiculous. That sounds so ridiculous to me. No, how about saying that the fans don't support the sport of boxing as they supposed to, and that's why Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol value was low. That's the truth. You want to be technical. That's where the truth lies. That Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, right, wasn't being supported like they should have been supported, okay, all these years, that they've been the two best 175 pounders, but because of commercial fights and because of promoters making people popular instead of them earning it, right? That's why Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol status wasn't as high as it should have been, and that you undervalued them. Where the hell is my thing? Oh, man. How about that? That's the truth. So to say that they didn't deserve the money that Turkey gave them in Saudi Arabia because they didn't eat, they're not eating what they killed is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. So why does, and then he says that Terrence Crawford and Canelo is a WWF, WWE type of fight. What? Terrence Crawford and Canelo? Here's the thing. This is what's misleading and that people need to understand. It's not the first time that a fighter went up this amount of weight. It's not the first time. At all. Sugar Ray Robinson did it. Henry Armstrong did it. Who else? Evander Holyfield, Roy Jones Jr., Canelo Alvarez himself did it. Was it considered WWF then? Roy Jones went to heavyweight. Evander Holyfield went from cruiserweight to heavyweight. That's 25 pounds. He was a light heavyweight. Evander Holyfield was at one point. Okay? Roy Jones, he did it. Bernard Hopkins, he went from 160 after losing to Jermaine Taylor. He went from 160 to 175 to challenge Antonio Tarver. He did. Sugar Ray Leonard did it. Roberto Duran did it. Was it WWF? Why is it WWF? because Terrence Crawford is fighting Canelo. If you don't think that Terrence Crawford is great enough to beat Canelo, just say that. But it's not like Canelo Alvarez is a lifelong 168 pounder. Started his career at 147. He competed at 147. It's not like this dude is he ain't Benavidez. It ain't like Crawford is going up to fight Artur Beterbiev. What is he talking about? And I'm seeing a lot of people suddenly have this notion, have the same outlook. Hey, man, this is not good for boxing. Why? Why isn't it? Now, funny, because these are the same people that said they wouldn't mind seeing Floyd Mayweather fight Triple G. What? Floyd was a 130 pounder. He was a 130 pounder. They didn't care to see that. They didn't mind to see that. I'm confused. I'm confused. Somebody broke my jump rope. Isaiah GQ, what's up? Yeah, I was jumping rope. Somebody broke one of the handles. Look. Broke one of my handles. Yeah, man. It's just, to me, it's just disappointing, man. It's disappointing. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know where it comes from. I don't get it. Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is not a sideshow. Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is a very good fight. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand why people have disdain for Turki Alalshikh. But I do get it, right? It's this fake patriotism, or whatever you want to call it. suddenly everybody has an issue with Turki Alalshikh and what he's bringing to the sport of boxing. And it's utterly ridiculous to me because without Turki Alalshikh, all these fights don't even remotely close to coming close to being made. You understand? Without Turki Alalshikh, these fights don't even come close to being made. And you can't say that you want great fights. You want legacy fights, but in the same token, you want to shoot down fights like Artur Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol. They're not legacy fights. That's ridiculous, man. I don't get it, man. I don't understand why people don't like Terrence Crawford, because we should be celebrating the fact that Terrence Crawford is going to go up in weight and he's challenging Canelo. No rehydration clause, no no catch weights. He's just daring to be great. He's daring to be great, and that's being considered a sideshow. Okay? But here, we celebrated Tank versus Ryan Garcia. Jaylen, peace of blessings, Queen. Which I don't get. Because isn't that a sideshow when you have one guy coming down and fighting at a weight he hasn't fought in 2 years with a rehydration clause and a catch weight? Isn't that a sideshow? Wouldn't that be considered a sideshow? I mean, I'm confused. I'm very confused. Very, very confused as to what's what. I don't even know what's what anymore. What's the sideshow? What's the actual legit fights? What do we consider the legit fights? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we want from the sport of boxing? We don't even know. What do we want from the sport of boxing? Do we want the best fighting the best? Do we want that? Dig it though. When you look at this, right, and you think about it, do we not realize that Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather? He fought Alfonso Gomez. These are small guys. Floyd Mayweather, he fought Floyd Mayweather. He fought Alfonso Gomez. Aren't they small guys? Those are little guys, right? So Terrence Crawford going up in weight is so much of a reach that is being considered a sideshow Wow. I'm confused, bro. I don't know what's what. I don't know what's what anymore. What's the a legit fights then? We don't have them. They don't exist. We'll celebrate anyway. Now here's the thing funny. Here's something else I found hilarious, right? Is when my brother Sean Zeitel said that. And I want to debate Sean Zeitel on this. I'm going to debate him on this, right? Because here's the thing. He says that uh uh he didn't earn it. Ought to better be of Dimitri Bivol. And then he says they should have fought in Russia. Mark Wonderler, what's up? If they fought in Russia, then he would consider them have earned it if they fought in Russia. That sounds ridiculous to me. So he says Steve Fulton, he says that they weren't stars, right? Which is bizarre to me because Inoue is only a star in Japan. Steve Fulton ain't a superstar in the States. Steve Fulton had to go to Japan to fight Inoue and make the most money in his career in Japan. But if Arthur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol go to Saudi Arabia and make money, the most money they ain't eating what they killed, but Steve Fulton did. Man, make this make sense, man. That don't make no sense, man. That makes no sense. They need to eat what they killed and earn it like everybody else is what he said. But Fulton, like, what did he do? He beat Brandon Figueroa. He beat Brandon Figueroa. So Brandon Figueroa made him a superstar here in the States. We don't even begin to remotely come close to making sense when we say certain things. We don't even come close to it. When we making arguments, we don't even come close. Sad, man. It's sad. Antonio MMA, what's up? Yeah, Artur Beterbiev unified the belts against Gavdik. Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez and Zurdo Ramirez. Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez and Zurdo Ramirez. Beterbiev, he beat Caleb Smith, Gavdik in a unification, right? Look at the names he beat. Joe Smith, and Anthony Yard. So what do you mean he didn't earn the right? He didn't eat what? We wicked, man. Boxing is the wild, wild west, people. It's the wild, wild west, man. You can say anything. Christopher Bowen, what's up? Again, like I said, when you don't like a person in boxing, you can say whatever you want to say. When you don't like a person in boxing, you can say whatever you want to say. It don't even matter. When you don't like somebody in boxing, you can say whatever you want. And it flies. Smash the like button, man. You can in boxing, you can absolutely make up stuff. Don't even matter. Again, Roy Jones did it. Roberto Duran did it. Bernard Hopkins did it. 15 pounds. Canelo went from 160 to 175. That's 15 pounds. That's equivalent from Crawford going from 54 to 68. That's 14 pounds. Bernard Hopkins from 160 to 175. That's equivalent to Crawford going from 54 to 75. I mean to 68. Roy Jones from 175, 200 pounds plus at heavyweight. Henry Armstrong, Sugar Ray Robinson. What are we talking about here? Everybody praises Alexander Usyk from going from cruiserweight and being a little cruiserweight to going up to heavyweight and dominating in the heavyweight division. Alexander Usyk went from fighting at 200 pounds to fighting guys 250 pounds. Well, it don't matter because he weighed 200 pounds. If somebody outweighs you by 20 pounds, it doesn't matter. So if I'm 200 pounds and you weigh 225 pounds, it don't matter because I'm 200 pounds. But if you 154 pounds and I'm 168 pounds, that's a big difference. What the hell are we talking about? We all human beings. We all human beings. A man is a man. Make it make sense. It don't make sense. Because we don't want it to make sense. That's why people love boxing. You know why? Because I tell y'all all the time, it's fantasy land. Elephants fly, right? Pigs talk. right? Unicorns exist. It's fantasy land. In no other sport can this mindset function. None. In no other walk of life can we say such ridiculous things. None. It's ridiculous, bro. It's disappointing. So disappointing. Antonio MMA, what up? Hood Rich, what's up, family? It's disappointing, man. So, we talking about fighters have to eat what they kill, right? So Tank deserve the money he got because of what? Because of who did he fight? Who did he fight? Who did he fight? Canelo have problems with boxing. Yeah, he got big problems with Canelo. I mean, with Crawford. He gonna lose. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose to Terrence Crawford. And everybody's saying it's a sideshow. I hope they give Terrence Crawford his just due. Excuse me. I hope they give Terrence Crawford his credit. Ah. But they won't. Terrence Crawford beat him. It should be considered the greatest performance you ever seen. Right? It's nasty work. But yeah, man. But tomorrow, got some good info for y'all. Cover some good boxing tomorrow. I'm gonna tune in tomorrow, man. I just thought that was disappointing. I wanted to say that to y'all. Boxing in itself is a sideshow. But I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love, man. Much love to y'all, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.